cop. He got baptized by a streetcar. The best. It's hard to find them unless you're at the movie theater usually. I guess Sheetz has them, so yeah. Well, I went with Dad to Jegs. His lower radiator hose wasn't tight and it was leaking water, so it was running a little hot. We pull into Sheetz and we get there, it's running a little bit hot, and I come back out from getting cookie dough bites and a Gatorade, and he's like ready to go, and it's sitting there leaking water everywhere. I'm like, did you loosen the radiator cap? Why is there water everywhere? He's like, no. So he gets out, opens the hood, and he loosens the radiator cap real slow. And I thought he was just gonna let the pressure off and keep his hand on it. He completely takes his hand off it, blows water all over me. Literally water, antifreeze, water wetter mix all over me. 200 degrees, scalding fucking hot. I thought I was gonna die. So I went in and I got 4 1-quart big Ice Mountain bottles of water, and we put a gallon of water in it and it still wasn't full. That's literally how much came out and drenched me. Like, I was covered in hot, nasty, just antifreeze water. I still smell like it. That's how I started my day.
So it hasn't been a good day.
No, not at all. And then Bucko got hit in the face with a cutoff wheel that exploded. His face is all cut up. Sounds like somebody's pulling in. I wonder who that is. Might be Rob. It's Rob. So, not today, but I made changes a few days ago, but it's been raining until now. It had 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rear steer to the right, which is going to make the car drive left. It's going to make it forklift all the way down the track. I fixed that. There was a few other little things, like this front shock had too much preload on it, and it was sitting like this. I had basically measured the difference in both sides, and they were even, but I didn't take into consideration that they're mounted at different heights, because this bar is a little bit lower than that bar. So it made it so where it was sitting a little high on that side. The back is completely even now. It was a little bit off. So it should go straight now. If it doesn't go straight, I'm taking it to Lucor to get it aligned anyways. That's the last thing I haven't changed, is the alignment, and it really needs professionally aligned because it's never been professionally aligned. I just aligned it by eye when I first got it together. I think most of what we were fighting was rear steer, because it's been aligned this way this whole time, and it was fine at Yellow Belly. It was fine at Clay City. It went straight second round. So I really think something got knocked out of whack in the rear, and maybe when I was trying to set it up and was changing bar angles last week, I put a little rear steer in it on accident and made it worse. But I think now it should be all right. And we're raising the seat up so I can see, because we're gonna put a hood on it soon, and I can barely see over it with no hood. So we raise the seat up about 3.5, 4 inches. It actually feels like I'm in a real car now. I'm not in some, I don't feel like a child in the car. I can't see over the damn dash. In the GoPro footage, you can't even see anything because the GoPro is lower than the dash. It's useless. Just open the door and turn it on.
Well, he really held it out right there. He's crazy.
Hell yeah.
It's much better. Much better.
Did it
It's
pull
right.
left?
Not really.
It's probably hurt the crown bridge.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but way better than it was. Way better. Like, I stayed in it fucking past
We
the
heard,
trees.
we were like, wow, he's really staying in it.
It went a 620, letting out at, I don't know, 400 feet. It actually went 403 to the 330. That's probably like a 580. I left the same tune-up in it from the track.
Seat's comfortable.
Yeah, it's way better. Those tires are old too.
Well, Junior,
That's much better.
that is much better.
Much better.
It jumped over in the center of the road, it like straddled the crown, and then from that on, it was dead straight.
Yeah. I think the crown is the reason that it moved just a little, but it's way better.
Yeah. You hear that, Jimmy?
I mean, if I could have stayed in that if the road was longer. It was just perfectly straight.
Yep.
You got some balls holding it that long over the bump.
It felt good. It felt really good. It could take more power now. It's actually trying to go straight. I don't feel like the car is trying to drive out from under itself. I think we're making progress. I think if I get a front end alignment on it next, I think it'll be super straight. 620 at 95. It's not bad.
Where'd you let out at?
About 350 to 400 feet, something like that. Probably 450 feet. It was probably on a 580. I didn't have much boost in it, but it was still leaving on a little bit. I mean, that was the tune-up that went a 143 at Milan. I'm happy. It's eating up more power now. It'll take a lot more.
I think that they were thinking it probably collapses nice and
Hey,
tighter than
what are you guys
the other
doing?
one. Here, would you like to?
No, I don't want to touch
Show me your stink slink.
Look at that, stink slinky.
Is that for the trailer?
Yeah, somebody sent it by Amazon because it's a better one than what we have.
That, you know what that looks like?
What?
So you know the thing that goes on top of Billy's carburetor? That looks like, you know what I mean? His blow through. Wow. It's like an accordion. It's like a little plastic cold side.
Like it's
Jeez.
snowing at a box.
Okay.
All right.
I just walked.
I mean, your car wouldn't even move there. But, I mean, you're on really old tires.
You told me.
Yeah,
You're talking shit.
just saying. I've got some more weight I could add to it, too. I had another 2 of those clamp-on weights come in case we get on something really, really bad.
So you're sure you don't want to test tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm fine. I need to get it aligned first and then test it after it's aligned.
You're not going to test tomorrow?
No. I potentially may be going to Lucor to get it aligned tomorrow.
Better
I mean,
use
I can tell the toe is all over the place, especially when you're backing up at ride height. It's all towed out and it tries to go all over.
So getting ready to make a hit?
Yeah.
What upgrades have you done since the last time we made a hit, like months ago?
Well, transmission's fixed, tested. That's good. What
You
else?
put your new cam in.
I put a new cam in. Your dad's got the carburetor dialed in. I can foot brake it or put it on the trans brake. So we're in pretty good shape so far.
Alrighty.
So here's my true test question to see if you think the car is actually driving straight. Would you let me drive it?
Yeah, I would.
Because a week ago you'd said no.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let anybody drive it a week ago, but it's to the point now where I'm confident that it's gonna be drivable. I'm not saying it's gonna go like 100% straight, but it's not gonna do anything stupid. It's not gonna be as straight as the truck used to be. Don't worry, it's coming back this weekend. We're gonna put the truck back together this weekend. Bob's got the 372 running, so he sent me a video of it earlier. It sounds really good. There's a cop. A cop turned behind us, so I'm gonna go to the gas station first. That way he doesn't follow us to the spot. 'Cause I'm sure if they've had a briefing, they know that this truck's always following whatever car's testing over here. So. Just turning right on that one.
Yeah.
Bypass.
Yes.
Call Rob. Hey.
Yeah, I seen him. They're down there coming over the bridge right now. Turn around. You just want to go wrong.
Yeah, let's just do it on.
All right.
All right. It's almost like they bugged our shop. Or maybe they heard the Nova. They probably honestly heard the Nova from where they're at. It's not that far. Any other time, I think that cop would have flown right up on us. They always speed up and down this road, but he wanted to hang back to see us turn on this road. We didn't. He's probably sitting down there waiting. hook though. That's saying something, you know?
It really isn't that sticky.
No, it's not that good at all, man.
This road doesn't take rubber all that well.
It's not a good road by any means. It's literally a cow path.
Won't be long before they come. They're gonna have to come watch this spot now.
Yeah.
It's getting really hard to do anything in Ohio anymore.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's just like, it takes the fun out of everything. All we have left is the tracks. It's so hard to street race, like, and there's so much risk now. They're so strict about it. I hope it changes eventually, but it's not looking good for right now.
How much you spray into that thing?
Well, it's got 300 jetting in it.
Jesus.
That was only 40%.
Probably be a good race with the dart. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're on good slicks, probably not.
That thing, it digs out. When it's got good tires on it, it digs out pretty good. If we would have went over at the other place, it probably would have hooked. But I've never had luck with a hook in there, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, Dad's car wouldn't even move there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy with the way this thing's working.
This went down. I'm very surprised. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot more adjustability in this thing. You're making it do what it's supposed to. That doesn't have any of that.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little short upload. We're trying to do a lot more testing, trying to get back on our game, so we appreciate you guys watching. We're going to see you guys at Gangster's Paradise here in a couple weeks. That'll be our next race. More in the woods, same track, Brown County Dragway, so baddest of the bad going to be there. I mean, there's absolutely no ducks in that race, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think I can get this car going straight again, and it's well on its way. I think we found a lot of things that make sense now, and I'm starting to feel good about it. I think if we can get a front end alignment done here soon, it'll be 100%. Like it feels really good now. So we got the S10 going back together this weekend. We're going to be working on that, and just taking the weekend to kind of get everything together. The Malibu's together now. We're going to get my S10 back together, and just work on some stuff that needs worked on. I'd like to get the truck running and start tuning on it again, get a baseline. I really want to do some back end of the track racing with it. That's what I kind of built it for. I didn't really build this car to back end race. I'm trying to make it back end race when it was never intended to do that. And I'm really pleased with the way it's working. I really am, and I'm glad that I can slow it down and make it do that. But ultimately, that's what I built the truck for. So got a bunch of other stuff I can't really talk about yet. Again, we appreciate you guys.
Wait, you mean, sorry, I don't mean to throw you off here, but you mean this kind of stuff? You mean that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Take your guesses. What vehicle is this going in? I bet you can't guess.
There must have been a white girl here recently. Have you released what's in that box?
Yeah, it's a 388 LS from Mike Lau. Mass 295cc heads. Badass piece.
Everyone's going to think it's going in the Falcon. It's not.
It should be.
Is it? I mean, that's not what we're doing.
I mean, we're definitely putting a 388 in it.
Eventually, but not this one.
No, we're not gonna put a 388 in the Falcon mid-season, because that's just a whole lot of downtime, testing, figuring things out, struggle that I'm not ready to dive into yet. I want to do that this off season. This engine's going in something special, and I can't wait to show you guys, but it's gonna be a little bit before I release it. We kind of build it up, hype it up a little bit.
Hype it up, hype it up. Oh boy. Alrighty.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.